Welcome back to the center of it all. Well, it's spring and the bears are out of hibernation. John Stroh went on a bear tagging expedition with the Pennsylvania State Game Commission to learn more about their habitat.
One of the most important roles of the Pennsylvania State Game Commission is to act as educators in regards to the state's wildlife resources. I recently had the opportunity to go on a bear tagging expedition with about 50 other individuals outside of Ligonier, Pennsylvania. We learned a lot about bears and why the state offers such opportunities. Wildlife biologist Mark Turnett explains the importance of the bear tagging program.
Bears are our 100 species in Pennsylvania. They're a responsibility of the Game Commission to manage the resource, to manage that program wisely. And one of the things we need to know is what kind of bear population do we have? How's that population growing annually? Is it decreasing? Is it increasing? And one of those factors that you need to answer those questions is reproduction. How many cubs are born annually? Do those cubs survive the first year of life? And to answer those questions, we go to the dens in the wintertime to examine the newborn cubs or the year-old cubs. We saw that this female had 3 yearling bears with her, and that's an average litter size. We got to examine their condition. They're in typical health right now, typical weight. She was in good condition. So those are all types of things we're interested in. For the most part, our population is stable on a statewide basis, roughly 15,000 bears statewide.
Turnett discussed the benefits of allowing the public to view their work firsthand.
This is the type of work that we're doing every day this time of year. Our employees are involved with monitoring the bears in the dens. And occasionally we invite groups to come along and to see what that's about. It helps the public understand what our job is as resource managers, just exactly what we do, that we are responsible for the resource. Gives them opportunity to see the animals up close and to develop appreciation for that resource. Bears are a species that cause problems around people. We have conflicts between bears and people in Pennsylvania throughout the summer. And the more people understand about bears, the more people understand about bear behavior and things like that, helps to address those conflicts. And so any opportunity you have to educate people about bears.
Bear will be known the rest of its life.
The Game Commission attaches tags to as many bears as possible, and Turnett explains their usefulness.
Yeah, we attach deer tags to these yearling cubs today, so they are now identified for the rest of their life based on the number on the rear tag. And if they show up as a nuisance bear in the future, if they show up in the harvest, if they show up hit by a vehicle somewhere outside of this area, that's all information we learn. How far do they disperse? How long do they live? Things like that.
Spring is a time when male yearling bears leave the den, and this is usually the most dangerous period in their life.
One of the bears we handled today was a male yearling. Male yearlings generally leave the area that they're born in, so this spring when those bears come out of that den, the male will disperse away from the family, and in that dispersal period, they tend to get into trouble. They wander through communities, and if you have bird feeders out this spring, the bears are going to find them. So this is the time of the year to be thinking about taking your bird feeders out. It'd be analogous to teenagers. You know, they're kind of new out on their own. They haven't really learned the area. They haven't set up a home range or a place that they call home, and so they have to deal with other adult bears and things like that. So it would be a danger, probably the most dangerous time for a yearling bear.
Okay, well, we got to get these guys back. Yep, these are headed back to their mom.
As our communities continue to expand into wildlife resource areas, we'll have to learn to coexist with wild animals such as bears. For more information on other great opportunities with the Pennsylvania State Game Commission, log on to their website at pgc.state.pa.us.
Coming up next, we'll tell you about a one-day trip in the center of it all that is a natural marvel. We'll be right back after this.